Hi guys, so I'm doing a test right now. As you can hear, the bus is running. I've got the switch. Basically, I've got the bus running. The battery's down at 60%, so it was pulled down 550 amps hours. The house battery, and so almost needs to be charged. And I'm also running the inverter on high. Not the inverter, the heat pump. So it's pulling about probably 4,500 watts through the inverter. So we've got load on the inverter, and we've got load going into the battery to charge it. And my question is, how much load is going to go on those alternators? Is it going to overload the alternator? It's basically worst case right now. Dead battery and full load on the inverter. So let's have a look. All right, so let's go see what's going on. So we're 57% loaded on this. I wish it showed the current on it, but it doesn't on that display. If we go back to the battery, so we're pulling 230 amps, which is going to basically a Y, which part of it goes to the battery to charge the battery, the other part goes to the inverter. So I'm pulling 230 amps off the alternator on my new leg for the house battery. And if I clamp onto the this is the bus battery line, we got like 1 amp, so there's really no load. Obviously the AC is deleted, so those huge loads are gone, and the yeah, minimal. So if we clamp on here, you can see the same 1 amp. This is the grounding strap, and off the bus bus side. Anyway, I'm gonna clamp on the inverter. I just hit the thing here. Auto, what's going on? Select it over to DC amps, zero it. Alright, so we'll clamp. So we get 140 amps going to the alternator and to the inverter, which translates to probably, that's 24 volt DC, 140 amps. Output would be 4,500 watts of AC. The inverter factor of, or the efficiency factor in there, you factor in voltage loss or the, yeah, whatever, heat. So that tells me we've got what, 230 pulling out, so we got 90 amps going into the battery. So the battery bank is charging at 90 amps, and I wish I could clamp onto this other leg. This third leg goes to the battery, but I just don't have enough. Hang on a second. So 63 amps going into the battery. So it's probably current's dropping already. I think that was about 90 before. I got the thing off. Let's just go back and check. Oh, we might as well check the negative post. Yeah, so we're at 230 amps, or 226 amps, and I expect that'll be falling as the battery. Anyway, all right, so go check to see if we got heat in here. Of course, you can't feel this, but oh yeah, we got nice heat coming through there. So there we go. This looks like the test is successful, and max we'll probably pull out of that at alternator is 240 amps, which is well within range of it. That's also the 3 the 3/aught copper NMD90 is sufficient. So if it was over that, I was gonna have to run two runs of that, but I think I'll stick with one run. And yeah, awesome. Thank God. And I do thank God. Bye guys. Okay, so interesting observation here. I've got my I'm checking my wires for temperature, and I've got some concerns actually. So we're down to about 200 amps coming off the alternator, off my new tap over here, and 140 that are still going. Let's check the load here, but yeah, so we're still probably 140 amps going to the alternator, but 200. So of this 200, the concern I have is right here. I felt here, this wire, it's warm. So I'm yeah, about 60, which is hot. If I check it down here, it's about 20. It's reading 14 here with the jacket on, but you take the jacket off, it's about 20 Celsius. The closer I get to this fuse, okay, so I'm getting 60. You can see there I'm 90 Celsius, 90. I wish this phone was, sorry guys, 91. If I go up here, 64, and as I go up higher, it's 40, 30, and 24. This fuse, 500 amp fuse, is 120 Celsius, generating a lot of heat. Since I've taken this plastic cover off, it's cooled down, but that heat is going directly into these wires. So I mean, the wire portion, yeah, I guess if I, you know, we're right at 90. This is NMD, I think it's 90C is what the shield's not rated at 90, so it's 200 amps coming through this right now. Anyway, I'm not sure what the fuse, it's a very, I don't know if you can see the blade in it. It's a small blade. I mean, I don't know the gauge of it, but it was probably, anyway, so there's a lot of heat coming off of that. Maybe that's the nature. Yeah, 120 Celsius. So yeah, I can't even leave my finger on those terminals, they're too hot. As I go up, you know, I can feel the, you know what, actually the these heat shrinks are actually still feeling fairly solid. They're a little bit rubbery, but and then up here, yeah, it's not bad, it's warm. So I don't know what the solution is here. Maybe this is the nature of fuses, but I'll have to yeah, I'll have to see what's going on. Anyway, my wife is here to say goodbye. She's going to town, and I'm playing on the bus. You know how it is, guys. Bye. Okay, last test. Checking the voltage inside this battery bank. I like what I'm seeing. That terminal, the wires. Well, we're seeing, yeah, 10 degree, 9 degree Celsius. It's what's the temperature? 6, 8, yeah, 10. Yeah, it's this is my other concern, was this fuse. So this is the other 50 amp fuse, 500 amps fuse, sorry, and I'm seeing what, 100 amps, 100 Celsius. The wires themselves with the shield, with the jacket, is saying 40. So you know, the wires are fine. The wires are warm, not concerned with the wire. It's amazing the heat that gets transferred here, but yeah, so I can't touch the actual metal piece, but so I think everything's good. This has been running right now. It's putting 200 amps into this bank, and the wires are, you know, cool to touch, other than this fuse. So $110, yeah.